97X, the rock station. Tonight on NBC, it returns America's Got Talent. And with us, one of the judges and very funny, Howie Mandell. Good morning, Howie.
Good morning, Stroke.
You know, Howie,
Good morning.
you have got one fascinating job, and you always look like you're having a good time, so you must be a very happy man.
I am thrilled. I can't believe that's a job. You know, I've been doing it for 7 years on America's Got Talent. It's been on for 11 years. The first 4 years I watched from my couch in my underpants, and now I'm doing the exact same thing except with pants and a paycheck.
Yeah,
which is actually more fun.
See,
but, but the truth, go ahead.
I always wondered how you decide, here's what's difficult for me. I watched the show, and I've been watching it since, the first season. When you got somebody who's got great vocals, they can sing. You got a great band. You got a comedian. You got a magician. You got all these different types of talents. I don't even know how you narrow it down.
Well, the beauty is that, that's my toughest part of the show, is to narrow it down when we have to do it. But ultimately, it's America that does. So what I try to do is just, speak from the heart. Whatever happens in the moment, I love it. I don't think about what happened before. I don't think about what happened next. I don't think about when I'm listening to the comedian. I'm not thinking about the aerialist. I'm not thinking about the mime. I'm just talking to the comedian, and I think, talent is subjective. And taste is subjective. So I give you my honest opinions and my take. Listen, I never liked, I've never been a huge fan of juggling. We have one of the best jugglers I've ever seen in my life, that guy Victor, who's dressed kind of like me. He look, the bald guy with all the makeup and the onesie whose balls drop from the ceiling. I mean, that guy's phenomenal. He's like a dancer and an athlete and a magician and a storyteller all in one. It's like just beautiful. Then, this Grace Vanderwall, who's my golden buzzer, is this 12-year-old also phenom who writes her own music, and Simon says she's going to be the next Taylor Swift, who has over 400 million hits online right now. It's just like jaw-dropping. There's all these amazing jaw-dropping moments in their own realm, and it's really exciting, and that's why I'm thrilled to get back to it. We've had a couple of weeks off for the Olympics. Tonight is the last of the quarterfinals, so don't miss it. I'll be tweeting live at Howie Mandell throughout the broadcast, so communicate with me and talk to me, and I love live television, and anything could happen, and that was proven on the last quarterfinal where something horrific happened and a flaming arrow hit a man in the neck, and I was appalled. I mean, that's not what I want to see, but that just goes to show you anything can happen.
Yeah, you're big on the social media, and which I love. Hey, I got to ask this question because I haven't seen, maybe I'm missing it, but I haven't seen you on Periscope in a while.
I haven't done Periscope in a while. I've been doing a little bit of YouNow, which is like Periscope, but I just try all the different platforms. I'll get back to Periscope, but I was doing YouNow and Facebook Live. And, I'm not a fan of one over the other. I just like to try all these different platforms and talk to different people on different platforms. It's amazing how you could communicate in the moment right there and what you learn. And for me to be in touch, it's one thing to broadcast live on America's Got Talent, and it's another thing to talk to the people at home who are watching it and getting their input right there into how it sounds, how exciting it is, how it's being shot, what their perception is pretty cool. So I just love it. I've been in television for a long time, and when I came to television, that didn't even exist, and there was no way to do it. So when you're on TV, to be able at the same time talk to the people at home who you're making TV for and hear what they think is kind of more of a gift to me than it is for the people who are talking to me.
Here we're talking with very funny Howie Mandell.
It's been memed for years that you and Disturbed vocalist David Draiman were separated at birth. The resemblance is striking.
See us in the same room. I am David Draiman, and when I'm not David Draiman, I am Jimmy from Train.
Exactly. Yeah, but I wanted to know: have you ever met David Draiman? Have you two ever gotten together?
No, I haven't. Our hair appointments are usually 2 hours apart.
That's why nobody sees me and Batman in the same room together.
That's right.
You said that this season anything could happen. You're absolutely right, because when I first saw this one guy walk on stage, I had no idea what he was going to do. It was a tape face, and I'm like, what is he doing? And then it just got better and better, and I want to know, do you think that this guy, because he has went viral probably a lot faster than anybody else on America's Got Talent, probably because of how odd and strange his routine is. What do you think we can expect coming from this guy in the future?
Always the unexpected, and that's what's the beauty of our show. And somebody like Tay-Face, if I told you, or if you haven't seen America's Got Talent, and I said, there's a mime, a mime comic. To me, mimes, I hate mime. I hate the guys who are always trapped in a box, or it's too windy, or they're going upstairs, or they're pulling on a rope. This guy is so funny and so original and so unique and so different, and everything he does is so unexpected. And I love that he involves the audience or the judges and makes them, part of the show. I mean, I believe that he has the capability to be his own, Vegas show and one-man show, which I can't wait to see. I can never wait to see what he is going to do next. So I have no idea, to answer your question.
Do you have any plans for a new stand-up routine anytime soon?
I'm always doing stand-up. I do 200 dates a year. I tour all the time, and it's always different. It's very improvisational. I'm now touring with Nick Cannon and I. I think the next date, we're in the Florida area, not in Panama. We're going to be at the Hard Rock in South Florida someplace next week, and then we're in North Carolina also next week. Well, I do 200 live dates a year. I'm in Vegas for the Labor Day weekend. I've never stopped.
Yeah, you're extremely busy. I got to bring this up because someone was very excited that you were going to be with us this morning, and they brought it up, and I just think you probably hear about this all the time. Bobby's World. Did you think this many years later people would still be talking about Bobby's World?
No, I didn't think 1 year later people would be talking about Bobby's World, but so much so that I'm so excited about it. I'm trying to bring it back. I'm in the midst of in talks to relaunch it in some form or another, because I think it would speak to this generation now, and the kids that were watching it have now grown up and have kids the same age as the people that were watching it when it was new and fresh. So I'd love to redo it. So I'd love to start a campaign to relaunch Bobby's World.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fantastic. That'd be cool. I wish I could find it on like Netflix or something, because I'd love to just go back and relive childhood. But
I think it's on Amazon.
Oh,
it's on
really?
Amazon.
Well, you had somebody.
I see people tweet me all the time.
Well, he had somebody that wanted to talk about Bobby's World. I talked to my roommate last night. They're like, you remember he was in Little Monsters? And I went, holy crap, you're right. You were.
Yeah, Maurice.
Yes, you were Maurice.
I was in Little Monsters. A lot of people don't know it's me because I looked different when I was younger. My skin was kind of bluish and had horns.
Yeah, because I forgot that was you. How long back then did you have to sit in makeup to be in that costume? Because now you get it done in like a couple hours.
That was 4 hours. That wasn't makeup. I just did it without makeup, and that's how I look without makeup. So it was just show up to work, and I was a little monster.
I see.
And 4 hours. It was 4 hours of hell. I hated it. I felt, but... and that's why I can't even have hair on my head. I need to shave. I don't want anything near my face, on my face, and I think that's a backlash to my days on Little Monsters. But the hardest suit to get into, the hardest costume I had was Gremlins, because I'm Gizmo from Gremlins. And that was just so tight and tiny, and I used to sweat and be crushed in there, and that was just horrible.
Hey, you brought it up. Just a quick one. I know I got to let you go. There's been rumors forever about a new Gremlins. Have you heard anything?
That's what I heard, I think they're writing it. And I just did the voices for those Lego videos. So they did a Gremlins one, and I did Gizmo for that.
Wow, okay. Didn't know that. Well, it's great talking with you, Howie. Tonight, Howie Mandell is going to be America's Got Talent. The new episodes return, NBC, 7 o'clock our time. Howie, have a fantastic day. We'll be watching tonight.
Thank you, buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.